English. You come here, you assimilate. You come here, you get an education. You come here, you get a job. You come here, you participate in the American concept and quality and way of living. You assimilate. Well, as we have let that relax over the last 50 years, that assimilation process is almost completely, absolutely deleted and erased off the map. People are not assimilating in this country. Not only are immigrants not assimilating fast and efficiently enough, what is also happening because of illegal and legal immigration, primarily illegal immigration, over the last 20 years, it's slowed down tremendously now, as I reported to you guys a couple of weeks ago, but still it's there. And we have a new cultural base of immigrants coming here. The psychopath, crazy, maniacal, psychotic Islam jihadist, fanatical idiots. See, I just add all those words onto it. All right. Because these people, a selected small few of them, are coming here to create mayhem, chaos, anarchy, and destruction of our way of life, wrecking it for all those others who don't want it. But nevertheless, they are. That's the bottom line. A few bad apples do wreck the barrel. That's the way it is. Because of them, that assimilation process is even becoming more dramatic. You go up to places like Wisconsin, and there are whole little small townships that are now of only Muslim ideology, where if you are an American, and I don't care if you're black, brown, white, Asian, or indigenous, I don't care where you're from. If you're from Jupiter, if you're from Uranus, well, you might not be able to be from Uranus, but you probably might be from the planet Uranus. Of course, Uranus would be kind of interesting to watch you come from your own anus. Uranus. See, I think I just did a Trumpism, right? So, 11 years from now, when I want to run for president, I guess I'm not going to be able to because I was doing locker room talk in my gray ghost. We'll get to that in a second. I'm not going to talk too much about that, but I do have something to say about that. But nevertheless, here's the point. There are places in this country now where it's really hard to even enter. That separation is happening and that assimilation is not happening. And that programming from different parts of the world are not being programmed in an ideological way of Americanism. It's just that simple. So with that, you have a language barrier. With that, you have a cultural barrier. With that, you have a religious barrier. With that, you have a spiritual barrier. With that, you have a food barrier. With that, you have a thinking barrier. With that, you have what's important barrier. Okay? If you don't assimilate, then you can't appreciate. Without assimilation, there's no appreciation. It's that simple. And the appreciation of law and order, of right and wrong in this country is different than in other countries. What's right and wrong here may not be right and wrong there. But when you live within a society that you move into, you need to be part of that society or go home. Not try to change the society. And that's what we're allowing to happen. So that's the difference of what's happening today than when I was born in 1960. That difference of programming, of assimilation, that difference of appreciation, that difference is what's happening. And we Americans, because we live in this tunnel vision called the United States of America, still protected by two vast oceans with really basically friendly people to the south of us and friendly people to the north of us. We still live in this enclave, this protected barrier. We don't really understand how the rest of the world ticks. That's changing. And perhaps in the millennial generation, if they get out and travel more than the baby boom generation did, that will certainly change. But until that happens, we're still going to have this friction. Because if you're not willing to come to my country and be my countrymen, then what are you willing to be? My enemy from within? There's a reason for this. And I think it's very clear. There's a plan. And I think it's very clear. This is a creation, which I think is very clear. And certainly, this run for presidency and this run for the primaries has brought it out so blatantly, at least to me, that the plan is very clear. It's a very clear plan. Remember, you're in the world according to Torero, and I'm going to put you straight on the point right now. If you're not going to come to this country and be an American and love this country's national anthem and love this country's flag and love this country's holidays and love this country and appreciate and learn the significance of what made America great and why you want to come here in the first place, if you're not going to come to this country and assimilate and shed your past and leave it back there, but not disgrace or disrespect your culture and your ethnicity and or your religion and or your language, but leave it and come to this country and assimilate to American ideology, then you need to turn around and go back home. I don't want you here. Because if you're not willing to be an American and all that that means when you are sitting at your home, in your homeland, dreaming and fantasizing and hoping that perhaps someday you could come here to participate in the American experience. If you're not willing to give of yourself and pay that price to shed those things from the past and begin anew, then turn around and take your anus home. I don't want you here. Because what makes this country great, and the only thing that makes this country great, and what made this country the greatest place in the galactic universe that we know to live in, is that people came from somewhere else and they fell in love with America. They felt a compassion and an understanding and a connection with this great land. And they were willing to lay down their lives so that their families could have a better place to live. They were willing to change themselves to become an American. And that's part of the problem. We don't know how to be Americans anymore. We've lost our way. We don't know respect anymore. We don't know honor anymore. We don't know the ideologies of our forefathers that wrote those greatest documents the world has ever seen. The Declaration of Independence, the United States Constitution and amendments, the Bill of Rights, the Federalist Papers. We have lost our way. We've lost our way to the degree that in reality, many don't even know what right is and what wrong is. Many believe that wrong is right. And when you think wrong is right, then how do you know what right is? And how do you know what wrong is? When you think wrong is right, then the wrong is right for you, even though the wrong is wrong. You are completely confused. We don't teach that anymore. We don't teach it in our spiritual centers. We don't teach it in our homes. We don't teach it in our schools. We don't teach it on the athletic field. What do we teach? Wrong and right. Where do we teach the concept of make up for what you messed up? Where do we teach if it don't start right, it don't end right? So start right. And if you didn't start right, stop and start over, because it won't end right. No matter what you do, if you start wrong, it ends up wrong. See, Americans don't know how to be Americans. And if Americans don't know how to be Americans, then how can new people coming to this country become Americans? We've lost our way. We've lost our way to the point that our government has become corrupt. That the only thing that is important is money and power and control. We've lost our way to the point that we have thin skin in this country. We've lost our way to the point that a liar like Hillary Clinton and the Clintons and the Bushes can rule this country for almost 40 years under great and enormous payment of price, debt, death, wars that didn't have to happen, battles and men and women that died for no reason at all. If Vietnam didn't teach us something, it obviously did not. It should have taught you that the corporate aristocracy makes money in war. We've lost our way, that our inner cities have completely fallen apart, that we've allowed our organizations like the FBI to be corrupt at the top, like the CIA to institute drugs into Watts and Brooklyn and South Side of Chicago, cocaine, then crack, to destroy the African American family, the black family, to destroy the American family, the brown family, the white family, to destroy the American concept of family, to create a false and unneeded desire to have lust for others when you should have lust for your spouse. We've lost our way. How can we ask those to be Americans when we don't even know how to? When we just joined the League of Nations, the great world, and the corrupt disgustness of the whole kit and caboodle. We've lost our way. That a Hillary Clinton can stand up there on stage and a Donald Trump can point out all the disgraces that her husband did and all the lies that she created. And nobody stand up and say, whoa, baby, you've gone a little too far. We've lost our way. That everybody only looks out for their own rear end. They don't care about anybody else, to the left, to the right, to the front, to the back. We've lost our way. That our generations don't communicate anymore. That we learn nothing from the people that walked the path before us. They got more wisdom. We throw that and discard that and put it in some convalescent hospital and don't go visit it and watch it wither away and die. See, we've lost our way. We've lost our way that our pastors and our preachers and our priests can have sex with little boys and little girls. We've lost our way. We've lost our way that our governments and our states and our state governments can initiate new propositions that take violent crime and shove it back down to nonviolent crime and release more criminals. We've lost our way that the gang members own the streets. We lost our way that criminals have guns. We've lost our way. We've lost our way. We've lost our way to the point that there's more racism and discrimination now than ever before. In my lifetime, I can't remember it. There's more hatred and disgust and fear amongst people. We've lost our way. And everything that it meant to be an American, that put that shining city on the hill, it doesn't shine anymore. It's just like every place else. See, we've lost the concept of we don't want to be like anybody else, that we want to be out in front. We don't want to participate in what the world desires us to participate. The George Soroses and the Warren Buffetts and the Bill Gates and all these billionaires, they want us to be a certain way. We don't want that. We want to be the American way. But we don't even know what that is anymore. We don't even know how to say I pledge allegiance. I dare you to stand up right now in your car or walk and say, I pledge allegiance to the United States of America. I dare you to say it. I dare you to be able to sing the national anthem without messing up. We've lost our way. People go to church on Wednesday and Sunday and they repent their sins, but then they sin on Thursday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday and Saturday. We're no longer a God-fearing nation. We're no longer God-fearing about anything. We're more of a secular, scientific, almost atheist nation. We pray to every new fancy damn thing that comes down the road. That becomes our God. See, part of the problem and the problem of why we have two politicians running for the presidency, and you ask yourself and you scratch your head and you say, wow, was it like that 100 years ago? Wow. Was it like that 50 years ago when I was born? Wow. Was it like that during Reagan's time? Wow. I don't know. I'm going to vote for Donald Trump because I can't stand to have a liar. I don't care what he says. It's all irrelevant gobbledygook anyway. I hear more bad things in a rap song than I do that. I hear more bad things people walking down the street in the boardroom than I hear that. Have a little thick skin. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. What's relevant is that what we've got and what's brought us to where we're at doesn't work anymore. And the Clintons and the Bushes and the Paul Ryans and Congress and the senators that have all participated and partook in this over the last 40, 30, 40, 20, 30 years have brought us to this point. And if you want the same old, you just keep doing the same old, because then you deserve the same old. And if that's what you want, then hey, when the immigrants come and the illegals still come and the Starbucks blow up and the AMC theaters blow up and the overpasses blow up, and when and when Obamacare triples, okay, and when how about this one? How about this one? When the economy blows up, Okay? And when we're fighting on four war fronts because we want to secure the fact that we control those centralized banks. Hey, hey, wait a minute. When we have so much gang warfare and so much raping and so much human trafficking, wait a minute. Wait a minute. If you like that same old stuff, oh, how about this? How about this? Yeah, how about a weak military? How about our ships getting shot at right now in the Red Sea and we don't do anything about it? Okay? We've lost our way. If you like that same old, and you like the long speeches, and you like the lies, and you like those people getting rich, and you like having more welfare go from 40 million to 90 million, and you like this growth that we have with jobs where there are no jobs. Oh, you can go work at Kentucky Fried Chicken, Joe's Taco Stand, and the automobile shop, and have 3 jobs that pay you 12 to 15 bucks an hour. But what happened to that 55 or 65 or $75 manufacturing job? Oh, it's in China, Malaysia, Mexico. If you like that, if that's the same old that you like, that you want, then keep on going, baby. Keep on trucking, baby. Oh my God, keep on trucking. Yeah. Just keep on voting the way you're voting. Just keep on doing the way you're doing. And you deserve everything that you get. You deserve everything you vote for. And I wish and hope and pray to my God that you get everything that you want the way you want it. But I'm going to tell you here and now, if we don't do some changes in this country right now, at this moment, at this time in line, if we don't at least give somebody else a chance, an outsider, then we have sunk to the lowest denominator of failure because it hasn't worked. If it worked, we wouldn't have a $20 trillion debt. If it worked, we wouldn't have 45 million people out of work. If it worked, we would have a 3 or 4% increase in our economy. If it worked, we wouldn't have silver and gold going up. If it worked, our milk wouldn't be almost $5.50 per gallon. If it worked, we wouldn't have Obamacare, where people who are completely healthy spending $200, $300, $400, $500 a month. If it worked, our schools wouldn't be filled full of gangs. If it worked, we wouldn't have illegal gang members. If it worked, we wouldn't have drugs coming across the border like open. Forget about that. They're not even pimping drugs anymore. They're pimping 12-year-olds because they can get out of jail free faster. If it worked, we wouldn't have corruption in government. If it worked, we wouldn't have 40% increase in our policemen getting shot over this nation over a year ago. If it worked, if we knew how to be Americans, none of this would happen. We better wake up and see the light. Hey, the Brown Beauty is on duty, Jesse Torero. We're live at 5, Monday through Friday, right here. Of course, we're straight on the point. You entered the world according to Torero. Now I let you go, but I'm going to leave you with one thing, and one thing always, one thing good, and that is, wake up tomorrow morning, put a smile on your face, and always remember, your place, it's a brand new day for you to take a step forward and make your life what you know it should be. That's great, because you are a great America. We're going to make America great again. God bless you. The Brown Beauty is boom off duty. See ya.
Hey, yo.
Yo,
Can you
what's
hear
up,
me?
buddy?
Hey, I'm
Yes.
sorry for that technical glitch, and I'm not sure
Well,
what it is. I rebooted my laptop here 2 or 3 times, and it finally started working properly.
you might have a little virus or something in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna run a scan on it overnight and see what's up.
Yeah, and because that's the only computer that you use that runs everything. I mean, it's not like you've got another computer for editing, and you got, you know what I mean?
Well, I got
You have
I
just,
got other computers I edit on. I can edit on, but this is my main streaming box. You know, this is the
yeah,
main thing here.
yeah, yeah. So